Lindsay the Dr. McDougall's here.
That was horrible. I'm normally... See, I'm not... Wait a
second. Thank you for watching a bit of Banter. We're back. We haven't done one of these since before I went to London. So that's about... I'm going back to London in 6 weeks.
Now you're a man of the world.
I am. I'm a true traveller.
Yeah.
I've been to the Gold Coast, to Melbourne, and to London. So...
But have you ever been to You, Nick? That's a song.
I've been to Project You, so
All right, there you go. Look at
a bit of cross promotion. No. How are you, Lindsay?
I'm very well.
It's good. Well. It's good to get you on this show.
It's nice to be on this show. I've been monitoring your progress.
Thank you.
As a young up and coming man of the world.
Oh, that's very kind of you. A man of I've been all around the world now.
That's right.
I've even been to Chesterfield, which is about an hour and a half north of London.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
My goodness. What was in Chesterfield?
My family live there. So they've got a lovely bistro sort of thing up there. So they make coffee during the day and then sort of dinner stuff at night. But it's an amazing place because it's sort of very city focused in the very centre of the city. And then literally you'll go 2 minutes to the west or 2 minutes to the east and you're in horse country. There's just horses everywhere. Cows everywhere.
Like a Wollongong vibe?
It sort of is, yeah, but it's even more sort of, it feels sort of archaic to an extent.
Yeah, okay.
It's really ancient feeling, and you've got, the real sort of cool brick wall things that are done with no concrete whatsoever.
Are there any ruins? Are there ruins in Chesterfield?
I don't think there's ruins.
I've never heard of the Chesterfield ruins.
Yeah, I don't think it's a really famous ruins. I think they tend to stick to other ruins.
Yeah.
Tell me about the ruins you've been to, because, you've travelled.
There's so many ruins.
How many continents have you been on?
Been to every continent except for Antarctica.
Wow.
My school friend Greg went to Antarctica the other day.
Is there an aim for you to get to Antarctica at one stage?
I would like to go to Antarctica, but I don't think it's going to happen in my current lines of employment. Although Andrew Denton goes to Antarctica every couple of years.
Exactly. The ABC's got an Antarctica budget.
They do. They have a secret slush fund, slush, of course, pertaining to the melting of the ice caps.
Very good.
But yeah, no, I've played in every continent except for Antarctica and South America, and I've been to South America.
Wow.
But only to hang out.
Now, was South America your latest, or was Nepal?
No, South America was. Yeah, I met my girlfriend who had been on holidays, volunteering, saving turtles. As a matter of fact, not a holiday, a serious job.
Yeah.
In Costa Rica, and I met Jen in Peru, and we had a lovely couple of weeks before Christmas. There's ruins there. Tell you what, I don't know what you've heard about Chesterfield ruins. Forget about it. The real ruins are in Peru. There's a place called Sacsayhuaman, and the hilarity is every single person who takes you there will make jokes about it sounding like sexy woman.
Yep.
It definitely doesn't get old after.
I was just about to make one, and then I thought maybe they've already been doing that.
They've been doing it. The Peruvians are on it. They're on the sexy woman joke.
14 centuries, probably.
It is. No, it's not that old.
Is there a place that you've been that you would want to go back to again? A place you maybe want to retire?
Oh, retiring. See, I don't know. Since my girlfriend lives on the south coast, so it's beautiful. Technically, it's called the northern suburbs of Wollongong. But if you say northern suburbs, people obviously think the real northern suburbs.
Exactly, the quite good northern suburbs. Yeah,
then they think Thirroul and Austinmere and all these nice places. But it's pretty rad. It's like, so there's the escarpment that comes... It's funny, I'm not used to talking with vision. So I actually make gestures that people can see.
It's weird, isn't it?
The escarpment that comes down, very small amount of really green stuff and a few houses and streets here, and then the ocean.
Nice.
That's pretty nice.
That's really good.
Unfortunately, I've discovered it after everyone else in the world has, so it's far too expensive to move there, but that's okay. My girlfriend she lives there with a few people. So
nice. That's good,
nice.
man. How do you handle having a girlfriend with such an illustrious schedule?
beating the people off.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you handle having a girlfriend. You beat everyone else off, keep them satisfied.
Exactly.
I grew up a little while ago and realised that it's much better to do that than to do anything else. I was in a band almost 20 years ago, like 18 years ago. So if you haven't decided to settle down now, you're probably not going to. It's probably not worth worrying about it.
It's a good point. When did you sort of have that discovery phase of yourself?
Last year.
Last year?
I think so. I don't know. Well, no, because you go through phases, and you will learn this as you grow up. Because you go, you obviously have your really serious relationship when you're 17, 16, 17, or whatever, that's going to last forever. And it lasts till you're about 18 and a half.
I've had exactly that, except it lasted from 15 and a half to 17.
Okay, so you probably developed a little earlier than I did.
Exactly. She was the one until I turned 17.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend was absolutely the one until I joined a punk rock band when I was 18. And it's terrible for her. But I still know her. She's great. Yeah. And then you go through those phases. Then you get someone when you're real solid with and stuff, and then it doesn't work out. Then you make a decision to say about 4 years ago, that's it. I'm never going to be serious about anyone again, and I'm just going to enjoy just having fun, as in just being a dude and doing whatever I want, as in I might stay at home tonight, I might go out, I might go and meet up with a friend, I might go and meet up with a friend who's female, whatever.
Yeah.
Had a lovely time with that for a bit, and then I had to meet my girlfriend. Of course, she ruled far too much and was extremely patient with me and stuff, and then it just all happened. And
It sucks when they're really good, doesn't it?
It does suck when they're good.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Try to find, if you want to stay, keep your options open for your life, try to avoid the good ones, the really good ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no touching good people. Just as soon as you start to get a feel, in many ways, as soon as you start to get a feel that they're going to be a good person, you just
say, sorry, not
Avoid.
yet. But then you can turn into a prick that way as well, I suppose. I'm
Yeah.
sure I have sort of fallen into those holes before, so to speak. But yeah, whatever. It's all right. It's nice.
So she's on the south coast. I know you frequent the Wyong area of the central coast. I remember when I first interviewed you, actually. I interviewed you on the community radio station I used to work at about 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe the last, it would have been the 2 Frenzal tours ago. And you were telling me about how much you love Batto Bay.
Well, that was actually, I believe I'd been frequenting that area with an ex-girlfriend. That would have been towards the end of that relationship. But I really like Central Coast because it's quite similar to the South Coast.
Right.
Except slightly fancier, I suppose. And
Is it really, though?
I don't know. Well, I was actually in Wyong last weekend. A friend of mine was getting tattooed, just the place, STR, next to the train station in Wyong. And she was like, I've heard great things about the Central Coast. Let's go to the Central Coast. I'm going to get tattooed. She's from Queensland. It's like, sure, where are you getting tattooed? Wyong. Awesome. So let's go to Wyong. And so, that may be a slight exception to the rule. But I did find the river or lake or whatever that's quite near it, and parked my car and fell asleep because I was quite hungry.
Oh, that's nice.
It's Central Coast nice.
It is a nice place. It really is. And it's got so many different... It's sort of a bit like Sydney in a way. It's got very many aspects to it. I mean, you've got the hub of the area, which is more the Erina than the Gosford area.
Everyone thinks it's Gosford. You get to Gosford and everything's closed.
Exactly. And then you get directed to their new stores at Erina because...
They're Erina Fair, isn't it?
Exactly.
Where's the other Westfield?
There's Westfield at Tuggerah.
Tuggerah,
And
yes.
then, there's Erina Fair, which used to be the biggest shopping centre in the Southern Hemisphere.
That made me angry because I of course, live in the Sutherland Shire. I used to live in Sutherland Shire. I grew up there. And Westfield at Miranda used to be the biggest shopping centre in the Southern Hemisphere until I'm going to call it the amazing escalation of teen pregnancy rates in the Central Coast gave a lot of people the need to have a lot of shops in one area that can be easily strolled to by a 16-year-old girl.
It's true. And there's lots of wide sort of cavities to put... Wide cavities can be taken way too many ways when we're talking about teen pregnancy.
We're talking about for the twins in the stroller.
Exactly.
Or the the 2-year-old and the newborn, or whatever it is. However you want to do things. I mean, let's face it, the Sutherland Shire is very, very similar.
Well, I've gotten to 18 without a kid, so...
Good for you.
Going well so far.
I've made it to twice that.
Yeah. So you're 36 now, right?
Yes, well done. That's the mathematics skills.
58.4 ATAR, baby. You want it. You get to do maths like that.
Nice.
Did you get your ATAR? Did you finish your 12 and stuff?
They really call it the ATAR, don't they?
Yeah.
It really sounds like a different type of a word for retard. I'm not a retard. I'm one of the top ones. I'm an ATAR.
Yeah.
It was called TER when I left school 18 years ago.
And then it turned to UAI, then it turned to ATAR. Yeah.
Wow, you've been monitoring it.
I have been. I'm a HSC addict.
See, so what did you get?
I got 58.4.
And here you are.
Exactly.
So I got what did I get? 65, I'm pretty sure. And this is the thing, like in year 10, I got all A's and a couple of B's and one bad mark, I think.
I think I was about the same, yeah.
Yeah, and this is in year 10 in the moderator or whatever. And then in year 12, like before that, something happened, and I know a few things that happened, and I got 65 point something, 65.5 or something in my HSC. And I remember Dad just going, yeah, that's pretty good. And he'd see him just crushed on the inside because he's like a chartered accountant who's started all these businesses and done all these amazing things.
Yeah.
The older listeners will know this is a 2-minute story. That at the top, you know how toy worlds are all over New South Wales, the toy world toy shops.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. But my dad was the one that said, "Why don't you all buy from the same warehouse? Then you can buy toys a lot cheaper." He turned Toy World into a statewide business.
What a genius.
Yes.
I mean, you look at that in 2014 and you think, well, that's a bit fucking obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but mate, when he did it in like 1985 or whatever, it was sort of yeah, and to see his son get 65 in the TER.
Yeah. But how long did it take you to sort of realise I don't really need this?
3 months of university, and then, hey Dad, can I leave uni to go and play in a punk band?
So what did you do for the 3 months you were there?
Oh, it was big. It was hard. It was exciting. You're definitely going to want to listen to this. So stay tuned for the next episode.